Welcome to Dieta. My name is Shantini, and I am so grateful that you said yes, because this is no small feat. Nobody is immune. No one is immune to the peaks and the valleys of going through this experience. And also, you might find that new things unlock for you. I know it did for me, and it might not be quite as challenging as you think. I'm here as a resource, as a witness to anything that might be coming up for you through this experience. So first, what is a dieta? A dieta is a preparation for a ceremony, whether it be a plant medicine journey or another type of ceremony that is really intended to clear the physical body so that we can amplify the emotional benefits, the spiritual benefits, the mental clarity, the ahas, the insights, without having to contend with what is inside the physical system. In many indigenous cultures that use a dieta in preparation for a ceremony, it is so much more than just a food plan. Whether you're doing the dieta for 3 days, 5 days, 7 days, 11 days, 13 days, it is about you building a relationship to your true intentions of why you're even saying yes to this in the first place. The whole idea is that what you eat, what you think, what you do, what you don't do, who you spend your time with, how you spend your energy, it will impact your state of being and your perception of yourself and the experience that you're about to go into. A medicine woman that's so near and dear to my heart says, come with an open mind, come with an open heart. And my favorite part of what she says is, come with an honest tongue. Speak intimately and honestly with yourself and notice what comes up. Because when you start to strip away those things, which I can already feel somebody who's watching this is starting to go, oh no, oh no, oh no. It's okay. You're gonna be okay. I'm living to tell the tale. You can do a dieta, okay? But when we start to strip away those comforts, the voices of the truth do get louder within yourself, in your relationships, with your family, with your friends, if you have partners, in your career. All of it starts to get louder because you're not having those cozy comforts that you might have been taking in before. The ceremony has already begun. If you are watching this, the ceremony has already begun. You are already in it. Give yourself permission to start to purge emotionally, to purge physically, start to release what you don't need from the body, and for things to start to make themselves known so that when it comes to the moment of the actual ceremony, there's clarity and there's understanding, and you've really been through a form of initiation and allowed yourself to cross a threshold into a new, more aware, honest way of being. When you commit to a dieta, you're really telling yourself, the powers that be, I'm listening, I'm ready, I'm clearing out the noise so that I can hear the truth fully. In those moments where I have had challenges during dieta or in preparation for a ceremony, I'll say things like, I'm listening, I'm listening, I'm listening. Even when it's hard, I might be screaming into a pillow like, but that has helped me. Or if I'm listening doesn't resonate, you can say, tell me more. Tell me more, tell me more, and staying open to the moments when you might rub up against some grit or might rub up against a tender spot that maybe you didn't know was there. Or whenever we get prescriptions on what to eat or what not to eat, diet culture starts to kick in. Let the invitation gift you with what you came here to get. This is not about being perfect. We're so used to more. Add more spice, add more sugar, do more scrolling, get more stimulation, more distractions, more of everything. This is really a practice of the art of actually doing less, and instead of going wide, going deep. So with all of that said, there might be challenges that come up. I'm here for that. I'm here to support you in all the peaks and all the valleys in preparation for the ceremony. Also, it's not all heavy, okay? On Dieta, my skin, this is Dieta skin, okay? Take it in. We are clean and clear and under control. I found that inflammation in my face and actually just through my entire body has dissipated. I feel so much lighter. I have so much more energy. While doing Dieta, it's some of the best sleep of my life. My body is so open to rest and so ready to receive sleep, which then improves other aspects of my life, right? more mental clarity, less anxious. And honestly, because you're stripping away those creature comforts, you just don't have the energy for drama. You really, I mean, at least that was my experience. You don't have no oil in your diet. You do not have the energy for that nonsense. There's a real opportunity for you to be someone who stays anchored in the truth because you're not running away from anything. So let's talk about how this works. How is this dieta going to go down? So it can be 3 days, 5 days, 7 days, 9 days. It just depends on what is being asked for the ceremony that you're about to do. But regardless, I'm a big fan of a soft launch, okay? I love a sneaky soft launch for anything, including dieta. Start making that transition softly before you officially get into it. Everyone that I've ever recommended it to goes, that's helpful. And it really just helps you to get in the energy of it not being such a new introduction to your nervous system and your body and your way of being and your schedule. Now, there's a whole list of things that I've curated so that this is a lot easier for you and more easeful rather. But the heavy hitters are just eat clean. If you eat a clean vegan diet and take out oils, that's the general idea. We're releasing red meat, pork. You are eating chicken and fish, organic, really clean if you're like really feeling like you need that. I know that in my soft launch, I take out beef and pork and then chicken and fish. Eggs are great up until the point where you are asked to release that as well. If you're down to get creative with a plant-based diet and just go vegan, it does make it easier on your brain. In the beginning, I had a moment where I was having a little pity party for myself. I'm not gonna lie, I was like, I can only have salt. This is so hard. I can't even have that much of it. I was traveling during one of my dietas and did a quick trip up to San Francisco. And I remember I was doing the dieta with my partner and we were both really hungry because when you're traveling, you have these things that you normally latch onto. Like me and my partner will usually, when we travel, we'll like, at the end of the day, we'll like hit a fun brewery or we'll like go out. And so we noticed for ourselves, we were like, oh wait, all we can have is pineapple. Like this is not the same. So keep that in mind. If you do have travel, you can prep your food and take it with you. But what we did is we went to the grocery store, bought clean vegan, and then we were able to go to a vegan restaurant and have a bowl or a salad, but we did have to get more prescriptive on saying no onions, no garlic. That's part of it, right? So nothing that's going to agitate the system. So onions, garlic, ginger's okay in the beginning because it is such a clarifier, but I would definitely consider just letting that go. But you might find there are some other things that are really awesome too. Like for me, I realized I could taste when fruit was about to be overripe. I could taste when it was starting to turn, which was really cool. I felt so much more connected to my own inner biological tribal knowing. I feel like I'm connecting with my ancestors, people who live off the land, who can smell something or taste something and go, oh, that's not going to be for us, or oh, that's good but not great. You know what I mean? So there are some benefits for sure to doing the dieta, and it does really heighten your connection to your food and your connection to nourishing yourself. One of my first dietas, I was on dieta, but my partner was not. And if that is you, and you live with them, or you live with roommates, it's okay. Communicate with them and let them know what you're doing, what your intentions are, and it's just gonna be an added layer to your commitment. Now, here are some hot tips, some helpful nuggets on how to navigate this with more ease. Number one, just stick to the list. Just don't fight it, surrender, stick to the list. I think that's pretty self-explanatory, but if you say, oh, I have a bunch of stuff in my fridge, I'll figure it out, make sure you do a strong audit so that you know what you have and what you might need. Even when you're going grocery shopping, you might feel that moment to go like, what about these cassava chips? Or like, what about these like rice cakes or whatever, and you might look at the back of things and everything has oil or everything has spice in it, and that's just a part of it. So stay in the fruit and veggies area. That's gonna make your life a whole lot easier. Another tip that I actually didn't write down in my notes is I rearranged my pantry. So I'm not gonna throw away all the pasta that I have. I put the Dieta approved foods on the bottom shelves so they were more easily accessible. With the fruits and the veggies, I pre-cut them at the beginning of the week or as I was going through the weeks, and made it easy for me to snack in that way. For some people, they find that they want to eat a lot more, like smaller but more often, and then some people find that they like don't even really have an appetite, and that's okay. Just drink a lot of water. It's all part of it. You'll be off Dieta at some point and you will eat then. You know what I mean? So I would recommend prepping your snacks and rearrange your cupboard so that the stuff that you're not meant to eat during this time, put it high out of reach. Another thing that I did was I batch cooked all of my grains and my beans ahead of time. So much easier than having to cook it every time. Get a bag of quinoa, cook the whole thing. You're gonna be eating it all week, baby. Just cook it and then you have it ready. Same thing with the veggies that I knew that I wanted to eat. I didn't want to just keep eating salads all the time. So I just got baking sheets. Well, I have them already. And spent one day, cut some lemon, because you can use a little bit of lemon and salt, no oil when I made it, and you really don't need it. I know it might sound like, well, how am I gonna prep the pan? I laid down some foil, it was fine. I cut up a bunch of bell peppers, threw them on the pan, threw them in. Kale, in. Beans, in. I just made a whole bunch, and that made it so much easier. Now, I said this already, but make sure that you tell the people that you do cohabitate with or people that you see often that this is what you're doing. If you're somebody who shares this with a partner, with a parent, with your kids, with your friends, colleagues, and they aren't quite as supportive for you, just take a breath and remember that that's also part of the Dieta. So just take that in, take a deep breath, say, I'm listening, tell me more, I'm listening. And it's a part of it. Protect your peace, protect your energy. You are making a big shift. And while it's a good thing, it is a change and your nervous system is readjusting. And for those of you who are thinking about that person right now, when I say, don't surround yourself with people who tend to weigh your energy down and make it heavy, those people, set the boundaries. You don't have to hard set the boundaries and tell this person like, you're toxic and I can't be around you because I'm on Dieta and I'm on a spiritual journey. No, just know it for yourself. For me, I just made an effort to limit my time talking on the phone to certain people, setting boundaries in my business. Just keep that in mind. And the person or the thing that you're thinking about right now, welcome to Dieta. That's exactly what we're working on. So I'm with you. I know this process and the work is working. The last tip that I'll give you for right now is give yourself room. Give yourself a lot more room than you might need. And that might not be available for everyone in the same way, but I invite you to make an effort, even if it's just journaling in the morning, getting up a little earlier, or resting even more, getting up a little later. Give yourself the room to journal, to stretch, to take walks, to just be with yourself during this time, because the more intentional you are in the preparation, the deeper and more profound your ceremony can be potentially. So come with reverence, come with respect for yourself, for the ancient practices that you are engaging with the wisdom that lies in your body that's yet to be known and that's already known. Just give yourself that grace because it's going to make all the difference. So from my heart to yours, thank you for trusting me, for trusting this process, for trusting yourself. And my prayer is that this Dieta washes over you with grace and gentle kindness and a sacred reverence that really allows you to reconnect with the raw truth of whatever it is that is calling to your spirit, calling to your heart. The questions that you have that you're looking for the answers, they're here. They're here. And I really look forward to listening for them with you. So Have a beautiful rest of your day and congratulations. And I'll see you in ceremony.